Jose Abreu finally got on the board when it comes to 2-out RBIs with men in scoring position. The bats picked up Framber as he faltered. We're going to talk about this and everything that happened in tonight's game on this edition of Locked On Astros.
Alvarez hits a high drive center field. Beer leans back. This game is turned upside down. There's the runner. Fly ball down the right field line. Tucker comes on. Kyle Tucker. This time they finish the job.
Hello and welcome to Locked On Astros, your daily Astros podcast. Here are your hosts, Eric the Man Huysman and Brett H-Town Wheelhouse Chancey.
We are Locked On Houston Astros, and we hope that you join us for a daily Locked On Astros podcast where we talk about Jose Abreu and his dynamic hitting all the time. My name is Eric Huysman. You can find me on Twitter at Eric Talks Stros. You can find Brett at H-Town Wheelhouse, and you can find the show at Locked On Astros. And I'm just so thrown off by the fact that Abreu actually had a great game, and the fact that Framber Valdez did not. So, Brett, where can they find you at?
Well, they can find me at H-Town Wheelhouse on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. They can find me at Stros411 on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Always positive, always Stros.
Alrighty. So, guys, thank you for making us your first listen on Apple, Odyssey, Spotify, wherever you listen to us. Make us your first listen. Become an everydayer, somebody that listens to us on your way to work, on your way home from work, maybe at work. Just don't let your bosses know. And go ahead and make us your go and tune in to us on YouTube. Go ahead, subscribe to us, give us a thumbs up, and become an everydayer. We really do appreciate that more than you know. And this episode is brought to you by Gametime. Do you want to go to one of these games versus the Cubs? The Cubs are a pretty hot ticket. And so make sure you go down to download the Gametime app, create an account, and use the code LOCKEDONMLB for $20 off your first purchase. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. And Brett, this was one of those games that I was at Topgolf trying to watch this, and I blinked. The Astros were up 4-0. I blinked again. The Astros were tied 4-4. And then I left, and that's when I was listening, and I heard the rest of it. So give me some of the highlights of the game.
Well, you know, they start off the game really well. Jose Abreu, there's 2 outs, 2 balls, 2 strikes. And what does he do? He hits a double into left field, and both Mauricio Dubon and Yordan Alvarez scored. And then Pena gets a hit. Abreu scores. It's 3-0 Astros. And so they're definitely looking great right there. And so they end up going up basically 4-0 in that inning. So the Astros put up a 4 spot. But remember, we talked about this. We've talked about this all this last week. The Astros tend to have a big inning, and then they don't score anymore after that.
Right.
And so when was that key moment going to come around? Because they were up 4-0, and that lead was not safe because Christopher Morel, who has 4 home runs in his last 6 games, hit a home run that basically tied it 4-4. And then you come to the 5th inning, and Alex Bregman, who we have talked about, has got to turn a corner, has got to start hitting, has got to get out of this 204 no power slump. And what does he do? He doesn't hit a home run here. He hits a single. He gets on base. And then Yordan Alvarez, he hits into a double play. And then you think, okay, they're threatening. They had a guy on first and third with no outs. Then nothing happened. I mean, the Astros go all the way to the 7th inning. Bregman gets up again. And this is where he does the damage. He hits a 2-run home run into the Crawford boxes, scores Mauricio Dubon. Mauricio Dubon had a multi-hit game. But get this, of the expected batting average category, okay, Jose Abreu's double had an expected batting average of 290. Alex Bregman's 2-run home run, expected batting average, a measly 180. Now, Eric, those are baseball stats you can't get anywhere else.
All right. Is this X-Wing War as well? Or
No,
is this,
hold on. We
this,
haven't, dude. You
this is
cannot
a
uncover
conversation
it.
Brett and I
No,
had.
yeah, they don't know that. They don't know the base of that conversation. You can't, dude. You can't blow my cover, man. Come on. God dang it,
It's
Eric.
not a 3-0
Oh,
war or
geez.
anything.
No. Okay,
Alrighty.
stop,
So
stop.
yeah. But it's good to see. I mean, you saw some signs of Abreu against the White Sox, kind of turning the corner a little bit. Yes, he only got 2 hits, but you saw him kind of maybe where you can tip your hat to him a little bit and just say, okay, yeah, I see you're making a hard contact and maybe things will come. Maybe this was the game where you can look back and say, oh, I think that May 15th, 2023 was the time that Abreu finally lived up to his true potential. But I think that you saw what I think was the best thing in that White Sox series was his defense. I know that I'm not saying he's looked terrible defensively this year, but he made some great defensive plays against the White Sox. And I think that maybe he's starting to feel a little bit more comfortable with this team. And so he was a big key in this game. Tucker, he went 0 for 4, but he drove a ball that took out Cody Bellinger. And I never wish an injury on any player, but
No, ever.
that was a great catch. But it sucks to see him leave the game and everything. I hope he's not seriously injured, but great catch. But why do you have to do that? I mean, just when you're like, okay, Tucker is about to do something here, but I don't want to be Mr. Negative here, but Jake Myers is now batting .236 with a .657 OPS.
Yeah,
So,
Jake Myers he just missed a home run. He got out in front of a pitch, and had he held back, I think maybe a quarter second, he takes that ball into the Crawford boxes. I think that was a matter of inches. The next pitch, he ended up popping up to left field. Look, Jake Myers didn't look great at the plate today. He did get hit in the back of the head with the ball before that. So, and then he gets on first base, and the jerk tries to pick him off at first. Come on, man. You hit a dude in the back of the cranium, and then you try to pick him off at first. What a rude jerk he was on that. But Chas McCormick was 2 for 4 today. And I had talked about putting Chas McCormick and Jake Myers in the same outfield. Everyone's like, why would you do that when you have Corey Julks? Look, right now, it looks like they're trying to give ample playing time to both players. We don't know what's going on. We don't know if this is just Dusty being Dusty. But one of the things I love that he's continuing to do is he's continuing to bat Alvarez and Tucker back to back. Look, Tucker's going to have his ups and downs. He's a Major League Baseball hitter. They all do. They all have their ups and downs. Aaron Judge there for a while wasn't hitting well, and that dude is crushing the ball right now. Everybody's going to go through it. Trey Mancini started out really bad for the Cubs this year, and he's heated up. He got on his first 2 plate appearances. You know, he was here. They gave him his ring. It was all high fives and hugs. But Mauricio Dubon leading off again, 3 for 4, 2 runs. I mean, what can't this guy do at the plate? I mean, he gets on base. And Yordan Alvarez, his 35th straight game this year, 39th overall, dating back to last season. He's been on base 39 consecutive Major League Baseball games successfully. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's just like he's built to get on base, and that's just kind of what you expect from him. And would he be the first player in, I don't want to jinx anything, but you know where I'm going with this, in MLB history to reach base in all 162 games? That would be pretty awesome. But it just seems like even if he doesn't get a hit, he's going to get a walk. He's going to reach on an error. They're going to pitch around him. But Alvarez is just that type of player. And I know Alvarez is not going to play in 162 games before somebody corrects me, because he's already missed some time. But you know what I mean, in every game that he's played in. So that's something we can address later on in the season. But right now, I do know that we've got to talk about what's going on with Jose Altuve and what happened with Framber Valdez in this game. And Montero came in this game. Are we supposed to scream, or is everything to be okay?
Yeah, that's right. And before we do, we talk about Gametime. Gametime is the best app out there to buy tickets. It's a stress-free option. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to the game Wednesday, and I will be using the Gametime app. And I'm not even going to get my ticket until I'm on my way to the game. Why? Because they have the best deals. And if you download the Gametime app today, you use the promo code Locked On MLB, you'll get $20 off your first purchase. Now, it's not just fast and easy tickets for you to buy for sporting events. It's music, comedy, theater, anything that you get excited for, they have tickets for. Flash deals and last minute tickets, easy to find, and basically buy tickets for any event, images of your seats. And this is what's cool. They give you a guarantee that if you find a seat in the same row, in the same section from another site, they will basically credit back your account 110% the difference. That way you have more money in your pocket to spend on another Astros game. So you basically don't have to stress out. You don't have to fumble through your wallet. They go right to your phone in the app. So right now, I want y'all to go to the Gametime app on your phone, download it, use the promo code Locked On MLB for $20 off, and just know that Gametime has the best prices, the lowest prices guaranteed for last minute tickets. Download it today.
All right. You know that the Cubs are a big draw when they come to Houston. And if you can't make it out with the Gametime app to go watch them, you can always catch all the play-by-play coverage on the SiriusXM app. It's going to be an epic series. The Cubs may not be the best team, but they still have some great players. And so go ahead and download SiriusXM on any app, the App Store, whatever. Just go and search SXM. And go ahead and search Astros and go ahead and catch every play-by-play. Or also soon, this is another access point for you to listen to the Locked On Astros podcast coming soon. I don't know if it's there yet, but that's just something that you can do down the road. But speaking of down the road, I think that down the road, we need to start looking towards Jose Altuve. What's going on for him? Is he going to be back in the lineup tomorrow? No, he's not. I'm just going to make it clear. I know that a lot of people are like, well, we need him back. Yes, the Astros need him back, but the Astros are also not going to rush him. They know that he needs some time. He was not doing that well in AAA. So the Astros have made a decision. I know Dusty Baker mentioned that he wasn't, his timing was a little bit off in AAA. And they wanted to move him to AA just to kind of maybe get his timing back on. But there were some other reasons, right, Brett?
Well, yeah, they just didn't want him traveling. I mean, they're about to go on a big road trip with their AAA team, the Space Cowboys, and Corpus Christi's at home. Plus, if he's at home and he's in Corpus and they want him to join the team when they're in Milwaukee, that would be a lot easier to do that than to hop on another plane and go even further across the country. So Jose Altuve, I think, will return sooner rather than later. He was at the field, as that Minute Maid today, taking ground balls before the game. He was there in uniform in his digs, and so he's just waiting to take that flight down to Corpus. So if you're in Corpus and you listen to us, check out Jose Altuve. We'll be coming to the I almost said the Dell Diamond. That's Round Rock. We'll be coming to Waterburg. Yeah, we'll be coming to Whataburger Field down there in Corpus. So check that out. But Eric,
the hooks they're advertising this. I'm looking at the right now, and they're like, it's Tuve time. Jose Altuve is scheduled to make a rehab appearance at Whataburger Field tomorrow, 5/16, subject to change without notice. Come get your tickets now.
Yes, that's right, Eric. You're very hyper tonight. What did you have at Topgolf? Okay, so Framber Valdez, Eric, he started the game. He struck out the first 4 batters. He had 8 punchies total. I mean, this dude freaking looked like he was dominant half of his outing, right? But he kind of fell apart in that one inning. So he induced 11 swings and misses. If you look at his line, it's not terrible outside of the 4 runs. I mean, 8 strikeouts, dude, in 4 innings. That's pretty darn good. Most pitchers are coming out of that with a win, but he did give up a lot of hard hit contact. He gave up 103, 105, 101, 102, 100, 102. He gave up a lot of hard contact tonight. Some people are saying it's a uniform. I know I'm wearing the Space City uniform tonight. The only 2 non-quality starts he's had this year was in the gold jersey in the Space City jersey. The only 2 non-quality starts. I'm not saying there's a correlation, but maybe there's a correlation.
Yeah. So Dusty Baker did say, going back to Jose Altuve for a second, Dusty Baker said Jose Altuve is going to go Double-A Corpus tomorrow, where he's going to play for a couple of days. So take it for what that means. Does that mean he's going to be back in the lineup come Thursday? No, the Astros off Thursday. Never mind. Come Wednesday? No,
He's
maybe Friday.
Why do you
I'm
keep
just
trying to
gonna
bring him
throw
back?
every
Like,
freaking name
okay,
out there.
Eric, stop. Eric, Eric, he's probably not going to join the team until they go to Milwaukee. I would not see any reason. I don't see any reason to rush him back. I mean, there's none whatsoever. It's Oakland. It's the Oakland A's. They are probably going to win a major league record amount of games this year. I honestly would
be helpful, right?
Let him get on the plane to go to Milwaukee. Let him do that because they're in Milwaukee and then they're in Oakland. Dude, we got a pretty decent schedule at the end of this month, and I think we could probably chase the Rangers and catch them within the next week or so. The Rangers, I think they got pummeled tonight. That's the last I heard. They were getting beat pretty good.
I saw it was 12-0. Now let me look it up real quick.
Yeah, 12-0. They got shut out, dude. The Braves are like, we're tired of getting beat by the AL West in 2023. So Uncle Charlie Morton got the win for them, but they are 25-16. I think maybe are they 25-17. Have y'all noticed this? And I'm kind of talking to you and the listener. The Yahoo app, the Yahoo Sports app, updates the standings right away. Major League Baseball app does not. It's really weird. So like sometimes I'll look at a record and I'm like, why is it different? Have you noticed that?
No.
The score guys at Yahoo are way faster than the MLB guys. Kind of seems backwards.
It's a little bit fishy there. You know what else is a little bit fishy? The Cardinals have got their first win in nearly a month with Wilson Contreras as their catcher. And not only did they win, but they won 18-1. So
did they beat the Marlins?
No, it was the Brewers.
Oh,
that was just slacking. There's a lot of lopsided games recently. The Nationals beat the Mets 10-3. Angels beat the Orioles 9-5. Yank. I forgot what the name of the team is. Something starts with a Y. Beat the Blue Jays 7-4.
The Yankees.
Oh, is that okay? Sorry.
I literally was thinking there for a second. Did he really get stuck on that?
Yeah, I wanted to say something else that
Did you see what Aaron Judge did tonight though? 476-foot deep center shot. Also Shohei Ohtani.
Playoffs, Aaron.
Yeah, exactly. Also Shohei Ohtani, 456 feet, crushes one of MLB's hardest hit home runs on a 4-hit night. Dude, Ohtani, someone pick up Ohtani. Ohtani, come to Houston, please.
Yeah, unless they decide to go do an Italian job or go rob a bank and then just go ahead.
Crane's got the money, man. You know, look, dude, we got all kinds of cool stuff being added soon and here in a few years, and we got good players that are here. Why not? Come on, Ohtani. Come on over to Houston. I promise you we wouldn't be mad.
All right, let's go and address this big elephant in the room behind me, and that would be Framber Valdez. I mean, like literally, I was watching the game as I could, and Framber Valdez had a 4-0 lead, and I literally go out and like go hit a couple balls, and then I look up and I'm like, wait, what happened? How is it 4-4 now? And it was a situation where Framber Valdez, who is one of your most dependable pitchers, the guy that had the consecutive quality start streak last year, only pitched 4 innings. He did have 8 strikeouts, granted.
Yeah.
So it wasn't terrible, but it just wasn't Framber. He allowed 7 hits, 4 earned runs, 2 walks, 8 strikeouts, 1 home run to Morel. His ERA is still 2.84 on the season.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing that he escaped with under a 2.84. Like I said earlier, I mean, multiple 100-plus home run, exit velocity baseball, hard hit baseballs, a total of 3, 6, 9 hard hit balls in this game. So he was not inducing soft contact, Eric. He just, like I was saying, 8 strikeouts. You would think, I said that earlier. It's probably the uniform. It's only 2 non-quality starts.
Yeah.
Space City jersey and the gold jersey. I'm wearing the
Don't
Space
let
City.
him
You're
pitch
repping
on Monday in Houston.
Well, you know what? I guess, is that a contract thing? Can they just tell Nike to stick it? Like, can they just say, you know what? Screw you, Nike. We're in Space City.
It's I don't think it's a contract. I mean, I don't know for sure, but I
Would
think
they get
it's just
fined?
Space City Mondays is just something that they Astros
God.
have.
Can
So
we just do Space City Tuesday if Framber pitches on a Monday again? I'm just like, can we just break rank?
All hail Framber Valdez. We will bow down. We're not
Why
worthy.
not?
We're
No,
not
we're
worthy.
not. We're not worthy of Framber when he's pitching out of his freaking mind. Okay, but see, Eric, this is what this team is supposed to be. The team is supposed to be built to where when the pitching doesn't show up, the starting pitching doesn't show up, the relief pitching comes in and holds the line. The offense picks up your starting pitcher. That's how you win championships. And that's where I think the character of this team ultimately will fall and will be at the end of the season. That's why I got all these people telling me the Rangers are for real. You got to respect the Rangers. Okay, that's fine. But I trust our product in the long run more. I truly do. And I'm not just being a homer here. Look at the potential that we have. I mean, when you have Mauricio Dubon leading off 3 for 4, he's not even your primary second baseman. You don't even have your primary second baseman in the game yet. You may not even get Michael Brantley at all this year. I hope we get him at some point. But he's in the clubhouse. He's in the dugout. He's talking to the guys. He's coaching them. He's kind of like an extra hitting coach right now. So it's, the blessing may be in the curse with him being present, talking to these players, and Abreu breaking out. He needs to break out. And someone earlier said, y'all need to quit being so negative with Abreu. We have not necessarily been harped. We haven't really harped on him, but for the money he got, he hasn't performed up to that level that you would like him to. Yeah.
And I agree. And no, we don't have any updates on Michael Brantley. All we know is what we've told y'all recently, that he has inflammation in the shoulder after the surgery. This is something that he was trying to play with the Space Cowboys, but he overdid it. And so now they're shutting him down for an infinite amount of time. How long is that?
Wait, indefinite or infinite? Because infinite,
I'm a math teacher. I keep on saying.
Okay, I'm just saying, if it's
for indefinite,
Eric, we're screwed.
You're right. Infinite means he's gonna be shut down forever.
Here comes the Twitter. Here comes the Twitter trolls. You said infinite. That means forever.
I know.
What's the ex-woba on his Evil. Infinite? What is his ex-woba? So, but Eric, seriously, okay, Bregman, 2 hard hit balls. Alvarez, 2 hard hit balls. Kyle Tucker, 2 hard hit balls. McCormick, 2 hard hit balls. Maldonado even had a hard hit ball, even though he was 0 for 4. He's back down to 183. But, in recent games, Maldonado's raised his average around 30 points. So he's above 150. He's near 200. I'm all about looking at the positives. But Ryan freaking Stanek, can we not ignore him anymore? Can we not ignore him anymore? 5 swings and misses, Eric. Oh. That is half of what Framber induced in 4 innings. Stanek did it in 1 inning. In 1 inning, Ryan Stanek was amazing. What's up?
This is normally how I watch Rafael Montero pitch. I do the.
Well, hold on. I'm talking Stanek right now. Okay. We'll talk about Montero in a second. Stanek has been terrible this year.
Yeah.
Stanek had. He dropped his ERA under 5 today, 4.73. But Montero, what saved Montero? What's behind the pitcher when he's pitching?
Defense.
The defense. And it was Jeremy Pena who saved his butt, because had he not made that catch, that inning probably goes a little different, because he was a victim of another soft hit infield ball that Dubon bobbled. And I was like, is this going to happen again? Is Montero going to have another inning where it's not necessarily his fault? Good for him. he got out of it. He needed a clean inning. He needed it. Well, I wouldn't call that a clean inning.
It's
He got
what
out
the
of it.
doctor ordered. He needed this, and this is exactly what Dusty Baker has been trying to do. And I know Astros fans have been like, why do you keep on bringing in Montero? We are stuck with this guy for the next 2 years.
This, yes.
After this year. So you can't continue to run on a flat tire. You've got to inflate that tire. And you can't keep on having him go. You've got to have him have some success.
Was that your flat tire?
Sure. So you've got to get him out there and get him some success. So he's going to go out there and just totally blow up sometimes. But eventually he's going to inflate and just be out there and just do what he's supposed to do. So,
but he is inflated right now. His ERA is 6.48. That's an inflated ERA.
You know what I mean.
I'm just giving you a hard time. But, before that, you had Matan come in. He did have a walk and a strikeout. Martinez had 2 strikeouts. Montero didn't have any strikeouts, but he only threw a few pitches, 7 pitches. Anyways, Stanek, literally 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. And, dude, he was throwing smoke. It looked so good. And for whatever reason, your guy, your closer, Ryan Presley, was not available tonight, but that's okay. We got Hector Neris. Hector Neris comes in, and you know what Hector Neris has done before? He's gotten saves. He came in and got the save. Eric, who got the win tonight? Do you know who got the win?
That would be a guy who desperately needed it to inflate his tire, fix a flat. Rafael Montero. Boom.
This episode brought to you by Fix the Flat. Yeah, no, Montero got the win. And that's just how baseball works, kids. Go to Discount Tire today. I digress. But a 6-4 win against the Cubs. So the Astros 22-19, the Cubs 19-22. We are second in the West. We gained a little bit of ground on the Rangers. And someone mentioned it earlier. If we go back to the Rangers, Eric, did you see that note? Of the Rangers' 25 wins, 10 of them are against the Royals and the A's, and we haven't played either team. So where would they be? We have not played the A's. Yeah, we haven't played the A's yet. We're about to play them for 6 games in a 9-day period, and I think going into June, we're going to play like
precious.
we're going to play 26 games in 27 days. We need Altuve back healthy.
Are we losing our Thursday days off? Man.
The Thursday days off, I think, end once you get to June.
Oh, yeah, I know. I knew that was coming.
But, dude, it is straight up. And, hey, get this. Tomorrow night, we have on the mound for the Astros, Christian Javier. And then JP France. I'm excited about going to the game. I'll be wearing a fake mustache. I've actually considered shaving the beard and just keeping the mustache in honor of JP France that night. We'll see if I can commit to that or not. I don't know. And I might get some stuff to darken it to make it black, kind of like JP's mustache. We shall see. Eric, I think you should shave the rest of your facial hair and just keep the stash in honor of JP France. Let's do it.
Alrighty. In other news.
No, hold on. No, I don't like that. Let's do it. Come on. Live on the edge a little.
Okay. All right. In other news, Justin Steele, you kind of buried the lead there, and Justin Steele is having a heck of a season. He's going to be pitching tomorrow, and he is 6-0 with a 1.82 ERA, 39 strikeouts. This is a rookie pitcher who kind of came out of nowhere. He had a great spring training. In 49 innings pitched, he's got 39 strikeouts, a whip of 1.03. At a certain point, you have to say, okay, this is not a small sample size. This guy is legit. And that's what he's showing so far. He did it all throughout spring training, and he earned himself a starting position on this team. And so the Astros probably will be facing the Cubs' best pitcher in tomorrow's game.
No, yeah, he is good. 27, a lefty, like you said, the 39 with the 1.03 whip. Yeah, dude, 6-0. I didn't realize that. I guess because I haven't really followed the Cubs. I've been following their players that they added more their bats than their pitching. But yeah, that will be a formidable opponent tomorrow night. Hey, maybe he'll have his first bad game. The law of averages are in the Astros' favor. He's 6-0. And then again, the third game is Smiley versus France. I like our chances there. I think the Astros still escape this Cubs series with a series win. I think they're the better team overall. And I just hope that Abreu comes out again. And if they get some 2-out RBIs and they can put some crooked numbers in more than one inning, I think I like their chances tomorrow night, even against this hot young pitcher, because he's not a rookie.
And I'm pretty sure Brett would not shave that beard, FYI.
You don't? Oh, are you daring me?
Yes. Like, people are calling me out. I know you won't. So.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? Mustache is on its way. Mustache is on its way.
So the Astros need to take advantage of the fact that they're playing some of the weaker teams, and they need to go ahead and get rid of this mantra of they play down to the competition and they kind of lose against the teams that aren't playing good. And as soon as I saw the Cubs tie this game today, I'm like, no, we can't keep on doing this crap. We got to go ahead and we got to just squash this bug. And that's what the Cubs are. I know they're Bears, but we got to just go and squash this bug. And just they're not a good team. They're a young team, but they have a lot of young players. And I think that the Astros take advantage of this, take advantage of facing A's, and just get it done. And so I think this is a great stretch that the Astros need to take advantage of. And Brett, any closing thoughts?
No, man, just a great game tonight. Great team win. Great job by the hitters, by the pitchers. Mr. Abreu, welcome to Houston. Glad you decided to show up. And so let's just go on to the next show. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'm H-Town Wheelhouse. He is Eric Huysman, and we are the Locked On Astros podcast. We are your daily Astros podcast. Check us out on Apple, Google, Spotify, wherever you get podcasts. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. And as always, tell him, Eric.
What am I supposed to say? Oh,
go Stros.
Sorry.
Oh, times infinity. Bring in the mustache.
Infinite.